Hello everybody! Today I'm going to just show you basic stitches for the beginner crocheter. If you are just starting out on crochet, this is a great tool to use for basic stitches. I am going to be using for this video a size I hook, or 5.5 millimeters. You can use any size hook to practice your stitches, but for this video I'm just going to use an I hook. And I'm also going to use Red Heart polyester yarn in Carrot, but again, you can use any size yarn, any type of yarn you want just to practice. I'm just going to show you basic, let's see, the slip knot, the chain, the single crochet, half double crochet, and treble, which are in US terms. If you're watching in UK terms, it's going to be double crochet, half treble, treble, double treble. So if you are watching in UK, you can see this as well. So let's just get started. First off, we're going to start with a slip knot. Easiest way I learned is just having your short end out and your long end on this side, and just taking your short end and putting it over the top of the long end like that, and then folding this over onto your long strand like that, and then pulling the yarn through, holding your short end tight, and you've made a slip knot. Another easy way to do it is if you wrap it around your fingers twice, like once and then half, and then hold it, kind of pinch it between your middle finger and your ring finger. Take this farthest one away from you and pull it over the top, and then pull this one over the top of that, and then pull this and hold your short end down, and there's a slip knot, like so. So there's many different ways you can learn how to do it. Once you start to learn really fast, you can just easily make a fast slip knot. So let's get started. First thing we're going to learn is a chain. This will be your foundation row. Usually it calls for a chain of however many, so you have to count your chain stitches in the beginning. If you're making a scarf, you can chain up however many the pattern calls for. So today I'm just going to chain about 10. So 1, 2, 3. So you just yarn over and pull through. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, just like that. Actually 11, so I'll have 10 stitches. Usually you have to do however your foundation row and then a couple more just so that you chain up to go to the next round. And I'm going to be doing single crochet, so I just chained an extra 1. If you're going to do double crochet, chain up an extra 2, and etc. Those are US terms, by the way. So I'm going to do a single crochet. US term or UK term would be a double crochet. So what we do is just go into the second chain from the hook. So the one on the hook does not count as a chain. That's just your loop on the hook. And this first one is 1, and then 2 would be right here. So go into that loop. I usually go through the top loop like that. Yarn over and pull through. Yarn over and pull through 2. So that's a single crochet, or I guess a double crochet in UK term. So again, just go in and yarn over and pull it through, and then yarn over and pull through 2. So let's do it to the next one. You go into the stitch, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2. In the next stitch, go in, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2. So this whole row I'm just going to show you single crochet, and obviously I'm usually not this slow, I'm just showing you, demonstrating to you how to do this. And once you learn this, actually this is the most simple stitch you can learn. So once you learn this, you can become very fast at it. Alright, last stitch. So those are single crochet, so you can see. And I mean double crochet for UK terms. I'm going to flip back and forth from US terms and UK terms so everybody can understand this. So if you're reading a pattern and it is in US terms, you're going to do single crochet, and if it is in UK terms, this would be a double crochet. So in my next round, I'm going to chain up 2 because I'll show you a half double crochet, which is also known as a half treble in UK term. So I turn my work. Usually if you're making a scarf or something, you're going to have to turn your work after every round so you can go back. If you're right-handed, obviously I'm doing a right-handed version of this. So yarn over and go into your stitch, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. There you just made a half double crochet. Next stitch, yarn over, go into the stitch, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through all 3 on the loop, or all 3 loops on the hook. And then yarn over, go into the next stitch, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Alright, so we just made 3 half double crochets. So continue that. You can practice that however many you'd like. I'm just going to finish off this row. Alright, so those were half double crochets in US terms. In UK terms, those would be half treble crochet stitches on that row. Now I'm going to chain up 2 because I'm going to make double crochets on the next round. You have to turn your work. These are going to be double crochet in US terms. In UK terms, they are called trebles. So yarn over, go into the hook, or I'm sorry, into the stitch, yarn over and pull through, then yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. So in the next stitch, we're going to go into the stitch after we yarned over. Went into the stitch, pull, yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. So let's do that again together. Yarn over, go into the stitch, yarn over and pull through that stitch. So you have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over again and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through the last 2 on your hook. So those are double crochet, or again, treble crochet in UK terms. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So I'm just going to finish this row. and you can practice however many. I usually make double crochets on hats that I make, but you can make anything really, scarves, hats, whatever you like. This is the most common stitch that I use. Okay, so that is double crochet. Now, moving on, I'm going to actually chain up 3 this time because I'm going to show you the treble crochet, which is also known as a double treble in UK terms. So I chained up 3, yarn over twice. Okay, so you saw that? I went 1 and 2. So it looks like I have 3 loops on my hook. Go into your stitch, yarn over and pull through that stitch, yarn over and pull through 2 loops that were on your hook, yarn over and pull through 2 more, and then yarn over and pull through the last 2. So that's a really long stitch, very tall. So let's try that again. We're going to yarn over twice, go into the stitch and yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2 more, yarn over and pull through 2 more. Okay, so let's do that again. Yarn over twice, go into the stitch, yarn over and pull through that stitch, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2 more, and again yarn over and pull through the last 2. So those are 3 treble. This is my chain up 1, or I'm sorry, chain up 3, and then 3 trebles, which are also known as double treble in UK terms. So I'm just going to finish this round. You can follow along if you'd like. Okay, so those are the main stitches that I'm going to show you. Now I'm going to show you some other techniques that you can use. So I'm just going to show you, this was our treble crochet. You can see those are very tall stitches. And then our double crochet, kind of shorter but still kind of tall. Our half double crochet, which are in between the single crochet and double crochet length. They're kind of short or medium sized. And then our single crochet, you can barely see the row. It's there, but it's very short. So you can see those. So now I will show you another single crochet row. So I'm just going to chain up 1. But there sometimes are patterns that tell you to work in the back loops only. So what the heck does a back loop mean? Well, there are 2 loops here. When you go into the stitch, there's 2 loops on the hook. If I put my hook through a stitch, there's this loop and there's this loop. So the back loop would be the one away from you on that side. So the back loop in this case would be this one right here. Alright, so we're going to go through the back loop. So with single crochet, we're going to go And it kind of looks, if you're looking at it from this side, you can kind of see that it looks like a V shape almost. Like V, 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 etc. So we're going to go in from the top, inside, between those two loops, and underneath that back loop. Yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2. So we just made a single crochet working in the back loop only. So again, through those 2 stitches right there, or those 2 loops I guess, yarning over, pulling through, yarning over and pulling through 2. So again, going into the back loop only, pulling through and through. So I'm just going to finish off this row. Working in back loops only. Again, I was using single crochet. That's US term. So you can see that it actually makes this ribbing effect here. You can see the front stitches they're kind of poking out right there, which is kind of cool. You can make ribbed effects on certain things. On my boot cuffs video, you can see that I work through the back loops, and we make a ribbing effect on the boot cuffs, which looks awesome. So I'm going to show you one using double crochet. So I'm going to chain up 2. I'm going to skip half double crochet. Let me get more yarn. So yarn over, go into your stitch in the back loop only, yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2 more. That is a double crochet in US terms. And right now I'm only working in the back loops. Okay. So I'm just going to finish off this round, or this row here. And you can practice on your own with however many stitches you want to practice with. Okay. So you can see that it made this ribbing effect right here. This looks like it's poking out here. And if I turn it, you can see that it's going more inward on this row, and this part right here is sticking out. So it has that ribbing look to it. It's super cool. So crochet can make like different types of effects, which is really cool. And now I'll show you if you have to work around something, like if you make a square, like kind of like this. This isn't really a square, but whatever. If a pattern calls for crochet, single crochet all the way around, what that means is that you just have to kind of figure it out by yourself, basically, and work into the stitches and just make a single crochet. And basically wherever you can work your stitches in. But I don't like working, if I'm using double crochet or treble crochets, I don't like to work in between them. I like to stick my hook inside of the stitch, the very last stitch on the row, and kind of work a single crochet into that. I just think it looks more clean, and there's not a big gaping hole. But on single crochet I work in between the stitches, and that's alright. So I'm not going to work around this whole piece, but you get the idea. If you have to work down a side of something, just work like that, and then you'll have a nice clean edge all the way around. So that's basic crochet stitches and what you're going to need to know for a specific pattern. If you have any questions or comments or concerns, just leave a comment on this post. I can definitely try to answer any question you may have on certain stitches for crochet. But I hope you found this very informative and have fun crocheting. Again, I want to mention thank you for filming and producing this video to our video production. And I want to tell you, if you don't crochet, if you want to purchase something crocheted, just follow the links in the description. You can check me out on Facebook or my online shop. And I hope you have a wonderful day, and thanks for watching!